You are watching WPTV, award-winning college television.
Welcome back to the desk. The NFL is in week 12 of the season, and it's getting closer and closer to the playoffs. Here to discuss everything in the world of football is Michael Milligan, Daniel Muse, Kyle Moppert, and AJ Tierney. Guys, the Giants are at the bottom of the NFC East, sitting at 2-8. The team has plenty of things to be concerned about heading into week 12 of the season. Michael, what is the reason for their struggles?
Honestly, it has to be just the offense overall. I mean, everyone saw it coming this season. You keep Daniel Jones, you get rid of Saquon Barkley. Now, Barkley's doing amazing things, but now you're trying to force-feed things to Malik Neighbors as well. It's not working out very well. They're the 27th best or worst passing offense in the entire league, and also they're only 14th in the rushing. So I think for sure they're just having a hard time just really getting things going. The offensive line has been bad ever since Thomas went out at left tackle. So it's been a really rough season offensively for them.
Yeah, the offense needs to figure it out quickly if they want to, have something going for the rest of the season. Daniel, we'll go over to you.
Well, I'd like to take it to the front office. Drafting Daniel Jones in 2019 with their high pick, knowing after his second season that he was a bust with no supporting cast besides Saquon, and we seen how that Saquon deal went. I believe that the whole front office needs to get changed, starting with Joe Mara and Joe Schoen. Actually, interesting enough, coming into today, Daniel Jones was released, so we'll see where the rest of the season could go and where he'll land.
Yeah, Mop.
So I think you got to keep your players disciplined. Daniel Jones has 7 interceptions on the season, 4 fumbles, and entering week 7, the Giants had the most drop passes in the league, and they're still second to this day. So I think you got to keep your players disciplined. That's the main part.
Yeah, discipline is key. AJ, finish us off here.
Man, there's only one man and one man to blame for the Giants' struggle, and that is Daniel Jones himself. I mean, 6 seasons is too much. I mean, I get that one playoff run, but was it really his success? It was Saquon Barkley. You pay Daniel Jones, and you let go of Barkley, and he's going over to the Eagles. He's doing 180 hurdles, and now who are you going to bring in? The Tommy Cutlets, man. Come on now. That's the only thing Giants fans could look forward to is going to those games and getting those free cutlets. Let's go.
Yeah, Daniel Jones seems to be that issue for the Giants. There are a handful of teams in the AFC that could potentially lock up that number 1 seed. AJ, I'll go to you. What team do you think will lock up the number 1 seed?
The number 1 seed, shout out to my boy Goldie, but it's going to be the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I could see this team going 15-2. I mean, the next schedule, they got the 49ers, winnable game. The Rams, they're going to win. The Lions are going to give them a problem. But if they do lose to the Lions, they're going to go 14-3. And they got the Pats, the Jets, and the Pats again. They got an easy schedule going ahead. The only toughest game they got is the Lions. And they're 16 in defense, and they're 13 in offense. I mean, come on now. The Bills, they like the best team in the AFC for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt, the Bills are rolling. Michael, I'll go to you.
All right, my answer is not because I want to keep being a producer here on the NFL, but give me the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I know it's a crazy pick, but you know what? They have what it takes. Yes, they just lose to the Browns yesterday with Jameis Winston. Yes, 100% they did, but they only have 3 losses in the season. They're 8-3. They're sitting pretty. They're still sitting well, and I think if you learn anything from the Chiefs and the Bills, they both have flaws in there, and I think the Pittsburgh Steelers really do make a strong case, especially with that defense and Russell Wilson now getting back into things to really make a push for that number 1 spot.
Yeah. Daniel, I'll go to you. What team?
Well, I'd like to bring it. I don't see anybody beating the Zebras. My fault, the Chiefs. I don't see anybody beating the Chiefs. They're looking subpar this season, winning 9 games and winning by a total of 58 points. That's an average of 7. You're winning by 7 touchdowns each game, and their largest win by 13. The number 1 receiver right now is Travis Kelce, and he only has 2 touchdowns on the season. The only reason I see them gaining that number 1 seed is because the refs, and they have Hall of Fame future quarterback and Patrick Mahomes, currently the best QB in the league.
Yeah. Kyle, walk us through your team.
I'm going to agree with Daniel here in picking the Chiefs, but not for his reasoning because, the Chiefs are 2-time champs for a reason. They have a great run defense, great pass defense. Look at the Bills. Like you said, AJ, that the Bills are the best team in the AFC right now, but they let James Cook only get 20 rushing yards. So they have a decent remaining schedule. It's like middle of the pack. They still play the Chargers, Texans, Raiders, Broncos. So they got some easier teams they can beat, and it is Patrick Mahomes. Like, you can't beat him.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is Patty Mahomes. So
Patrick Mahomes.
there are plenty of coordinators and coaches out in the league that could deserve a spot as a head coach next year. I'll go to you, Kyle. What's a coordinator or coach that you have in mind that could deserve a spot?
Mike Vrabel. He has a winning record, 56-48 as a head coach. He led the Titans to their first playoff AFC Championship, my mistake, in 2019. And in 2020 and 2021, they won their division back-to-back seasons. He's a great coach, offensive-minded player, and I think he deserves a job.
Yeah, AJ, I'll go to you here.
Man, the coach that deserves a head coaching job, you got to get everybody's favorite team in America, the Detroit Lions. Come on, Ben Johnson, man, Ben Johnson. I mean, come on, he had two great running back duos in Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift, and he's got one in Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery.
Yeah.
And who else is the success for this team? Jared Goff. Come on now. When he got traded to the Lions, everybody thought his career was done. But nah, man, Ben Johnson said, nah, put him to a 4,000-yard passing season, had 2 rushes with 2,000 yards, and to top it all off, had Amon-Ra St. Brown looking like Calvin Johnson out there at Megatron. Come on, Ben Johnson is the reason for the Detroit success next to Dan Campbell. I mean, come on, man. He deserves a head coaching job. Let's get it.
Yeah, Michael, you're definitely bringing that energy
Michael.
with that pick.
Michael.
AJ, excuse me, AJ, you're bringing that energy. Now, Michael, I'll go to you.
What's up, Doppelganger? Yeah, honestly, I think for me it has to be Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn, for the defensive coordinator for the Lions, so same branch over there. I don't really understand. These Lions, this defense has been absolutely on top. The 13th
100%.
best defense in the league. Yeah, I understand that's not really on top, but hear me out. They keep them in games. They understand when Jared Goff, he did come back down to earth a little bit, threw 5 interceptions. Who kept him in the game? That defense led by
100%,
Aaron
man.
Glenn. Woof. I'm just going to say right now, he has a dog in him. He brings the dogs out and everybody. So give me Aaron Glenn as my pick for being the next best head coach candidate this season.
100%.
Yeah, I'll go to you, Daniel.
Well, we're going to go back to Detroit and Ben Johnson. He's getting a position somewhere next year. I see him with the Giants. Personally, they need help, as much help as they can get. But he's running a powerhouse over there in Detroit. They're averaging 33.6 points a game, 9-1, first in the NFC North. He has to go somewhere. I would love to see them win a championship this year before he leaves, but he's definitely out of there next season.
Yeah. 100%. This past Sunday, Josh Allen and the Bills hand the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs their first loss of the season at home in Buffalo. Go to you, Daniel. What made it possible for the Bills to beat the Chiefs?
Well, I'm going to bring it to 6'6", mammoth of a man, Josh Allen, and his fourth quarter performance. Josh Allen in the third quarter, no TDs, no points put up by either team, just punt after punt after punt. To come into the fourth quarter, him getting a 12-yard passing TD and then a 26-yard rushing TD after taking 14 yards after contact. So, 6'6", mammoth of a man, he's just going to put his team on the back and do what he needs to do.
Yeah, that fourth quarter run was, for the touchdown was the big play there.
That was some real farm boy strength right there.
Kyle, I'll go to you. What is the reason for the Bills winning this one?
I went with the big plays. The Bills had 6 plays of 20-plus yards or more, and they also had 3 plays that were 25-plus yards or more. And the Chiefs only had 1, which was that 37-yard catch by Xavier Worthy. So I do think the big plays were the reason the Bills won, and it was an obvious loss that the Chiefs were going to be given to. And, look at Khalil Shakir had 70 receiving yards. Amari Cooper had 55 yards, and Curtis Samuel had 58. So, and Dawson Knox also had 40, which he doesn't really get thrown the ball that much since Kincaid has been playing, but he was out, so they got the extra big play in that sense. But, yeah, I do think the Bills are hot. That's why they won, and it was a trap game, obviously, for the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Bills made those big plays, and that's what it came down to. AJ, I'll go to you here.
Man, shout out to my boy Goldie. We talking about your Bills. I watched the game with you that Sunday, and ain't nothing like watching a Bills game with Matt Goldman. Come on now. If you were there, you know. But the reason for the Bills' success was the coaching. Sean McDermott was aggressive the whole game. He was really aggressive. At the last second, on 4th and 2, you run it with Josh Allen into the touchdown, and the defense pick Mahomes the first play. And the last play, when Mahomes is trying to get time for Mahomes to do a 2-minute drive, nah. They picked that right off and got the Bills to win. That's how you play. That's how you coach, and they were mad aggressive.
Yeah, I know our friend Matt Goldman is very happy about this Bills
Oh, yeah,
win.
100%.
Shout out Matt Goldman. Michael, finish us off here.
Talk about the defense of the Bills. First pass of the game. Patrick Mahomes tries to run out of the pocket, can't, falls on his own 2 feet, throws the ball up, oh, picked off, goodbye. And then after that, they seal the game at the end there. Yeah, they got punched in the mouth in the third quarter, but like, oh, we got this though. Last play of Mahomes' game, throws it up, oh, picked again. So just the defense, man. Again, this defense for the Bills has shown it time and time again they're one of the best in the league, and that's why they won this game. I love Josh Allen. I think he's a great player, but the defense
Mr.
secured this
Brightside
W.
himself.
Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this NFL segment. As always, don't forget to follow us at SportsDeskWP for updates and more. Join us in 2 weeks after Thanksgiving break for more great content. We would like to give a special thank you to all the cast and crew, and a big shout out to our wonderful studio manager, Al Clark. From Studio B in Hamilton Hall, and from everyone here at the desk, I'm Tyler Cooper, saying so long, see you in December here on WPTV.